Hey guys, it's 2021. Yay! I just want to pop on here and share with you my reselling goals for 2021, my resolutions. I did this last year before I had a YouTube video. I posted it on my Instagram. I wanted to share what my goals were for last year and if I met them and what my new goals for 2021 would be. If you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Wendy. I am a part-time reseller on mostly Poshmark. I sell a little bit on eBay and Mercari. I hope to change that this year. I am a full-time postal worker though. I work for the post office. I wanted to share my goals from last year, from 2020, and let you guys know if I met them or not. And this isn't specific to actually selling. It's anything reseller related on all the social media platforms. My goal was to hit 125,000 Poshmark followers. At that time, at the beginning of the year, I only had 74,000. I didn't meet that goal. I'm currently at 96,000. My next goal was to get 2,500 Instagram followers. At that time, I only had 19. And I did exceed that. I got 4672 at the end of 2020. So I almost doubled my goal. And here's a big one. Start a YouTube channel. I have been wanting to do that for a really long time. I didn't actually get it done until at least April. And then I ended up with 35 videos and 262 subscribers by the end of the year. So I was pretty happy with that. And then the next goal I had was list and sell 100 items per month. Now this might not seem like a big goal for many, but for me, because I work a full-time job at the post office and I only resell part-time, this was actually pretty hard. I am not a very motivated person when I'm tired, and when you work 6 days a week and 10, 12-hour days sometimes, you kind of really find no time to do it. I hardly ever seen my kids this year because of it. It's been a really, really rough year, but I will be hopefully converted to a regular postal employee. I'm currently what they call a PSE, so I work wherever they need me. So they needed me a lot. But regular employees, they are guaranteed 2 days a week off. So here's to hopefully getting a regular schedule next year. And hopefully I can accomplish this for sure. Okay, and then the next goal I had was 1,000 Poshmark sales total. At that time of making this goal, I only had 373 sales on Poshmark because I really was just doing it as a hobby, kind of. And I didn't meet that goal. I was still pretty happy with my sales for last year. I ended up with 707 total sales on Poshmark. So that's not terrible. I mean, that's not, how many did that ended up being? That ended up being like 334 sales this year. So that's not quite one sale a day. And my next goal was to rebrand my business. So basically change my name and have everything cohesive. I was lucky lady on all of my social media platforms, Instagram, Poshmark, all that. And it kind of doesn't seem very professional. It's just like a handle. I've had that handle for like the majority of my adult life. But I wanted something that was more professional, something easy that people can find me. Did I accomplish this goal? No. I did, create a YouTube channel, Reseller Wendy on YouTube, which is kind of generic. I just use something that people could easily, find me. I don't know if they can easily find me, but so this didn't accomplish this by no means. One of the reasons why I didn't take that step was because I've been waiting like a year and a half to host a party on Poshmark, and I know if you decide to change your name after requesting to be a host, that they kick you back to the bottom of the list. You have to reapply to be a host if you change your name. So I had already been waiting over a year at that point, and so I was like, nope. And then the next goal was to start sending tons of inventory to ThredUp. I have an abundance of inventory, like I shop more than I list. Because it's just therapeutic for me. So I did do this. I didn't do quite as much as I had hoped to do in 2020 because of all the new policy changes with ThredUp, and I kind of wanted to see how that panned out first. I ended up sending 5 boxes to ThredUp over 2020. I think I ended up sending the first box in November. No. And I think I ended up getting it in February. I don't remember. I think it's February. I think I sent it in, I requested it in November, and maybe they got it in February. I don't remember. Anyways, but that was just mainly the majority of 2020. I sent 5 boxes. I sold 24 items, totaling like $10.25. So I figured it up, and that's like 42 plus profit for each item. I say that's pretty good for the things that I sent in. If they continue to be like the downfall that they are now and they don't get the crap together, I probably won't ever send anything back in. But if they can redeem themselves somehow, then I will definitely consider that an option for me for a money-making venture. So, and then the last goal that I had for 2020 was to cross-post. Yes, I did. I signed up for Lists Perfectly, and it's like $29 a month. I did quite a bit the first month, and I sold a couple of things on eBay and Mercari, but I really haven't been doing it every month like I probably should, because I really haven't been listing very many new things, and so there really hasn't been a whole lot to cross-post. So I kind of need to do that, so my List Perfectly subscription will pay for itself. But so yeah, I'd say I got about half of my goals for 2020 accomplished. And here is to 2021. Here are my 2021 goals. My first is 10,000 Instagram followers, just so I can get that swipe up feature. I like being on other people's and being able to click that in their stories and everything like that. It's very, very easy if you're trying to link things within your Instagram. So here's to 10,000 followers. And then my next goal for 2020 is to create an inventory system. I started to when I was cleaning up my reselling room after I had a flood, but I didn't get very far. I just basically bagged the stuff, or bagged half of my items for inventory. Nothing has been labeled, but that is a goal that I have for 2021, definitely. My next goal is to purchase a dashboard from Sarah Styles LLC. I've been meaning to do this forever, like for months, and actually that was my goal the last couple of days, while she had it half off until the end of the year. And did I do that? I did not. I passed out last night for New Year's Eve before 9 o'clock. That's pretty sad. So I had planned on doing that when I got home from work yesterday, and I didn't get that accomplished at all. So that is my first expense that I plan on doing in 2021 is purchasing her dashboards, just so I can know my numbers. If you haven't checked out Sarah Styles on YouTube or even on Instagram, she is amazing at knowing her numbers and being able to pull up different data to see for her business, and everybody else swears by it too. So I'm definitely on board. I definitely want to know my numbers for 2021. My husband calls himself my board. He's part of my board of directors. So he's like, I think we need to have a board meeting. He's kidding, but serious at the same time. Anyways, so my next goal, definitely rename and rebrand my business. That is something that's just, didn't do it for 2020. It's going to just keep going for 2021, and I'm going to make sure it happens this year. Like I said, I'm currently Lucky Lady on Instagram and Poshmark and all that, Reseller Wendy on YouTube. And I kind of have been like juggling a couple of names that I'm thinking about. Back when I had my essential oil business, I still use and sell essential oils, but I'm not actively promoting it like I used to. But I purchased a domain name because I wanted to create a website. I've always been frugal and trying to save money every which way I can, and I always have been able to convey that to everybody else, and how to do that. And so I purchased the domain Frugal and Frank, and I still have it. I never did anything with it, and I'm still juggling. Do I want to use that website and that name? Because, frugal, thrifting, Frank, at that time I used it as like frankincense, and just let me be honest with you. Let's be frank. And I kind of feel like that I could still use that for thrifting and reselling. So let me know what you think about that. The other is the postal reseller. That is one I'm still weighing because I don't know if I can legally use postal. I don't know. Is that really a license word? I should know that because I work at the post office, but I don't. Plus my husband was like, the postal reseller. That's kind of weird when people think about it. He said, aren't they going to think that you're trying to sell postal supplies? And I'm like, no, why would they think that? But anyways, so let me know what you think about that one. I'd love to hear your guys's opinions about it all. And then there's one more, but I'm pretty sure this one's off the table. I kind of wanted to do something with my last name, kind of link it. My last name is Claiborne, and so I was wanting to use Bourne. I've linked it up to many different things. My closet is very eccentric, colorful, lots of prints. So I thought about being eccentrically born. I can barely even say that. So how am I going to expect everybody to be able to spell it? And so I don't really think that people are going to find me easy, but I think that the first two. So let me know which ones you think on the first two, and maybe I'll have a poll. I don't know. Anyways, rebrand my business. That's my next goal. To make a long story short. My next goal, 1,500 Poshmark sales. That's just total. That's not for the year 2021. So like I said, the end of 2020, I had 707. So that's basically more than doubling that. That's just 2 a day. That is very reasonable. I mean, if I can get my crap together, I think that I could do that. And then hire a VA. I did have Pretty Bone as my virtual assistant, basically sharing on Poshmark for the majority of 2021. I justified the price at first because my sales were so high. But as I had no time to list, I could tell that all my sales were dropping off, even though I was having like 5,000 shares a day. And then all the scandal, I don't want to go into that, but I dropped them. So I am looking for a virtual assistant for 2021. I've heard of a few that are like Posher VA, is that what it's called? Or I don't know. I've heard a couple of resellers talk about it, but my goal though, my daughter wants a job. And I've tried to get her on board with helping me with my reselling business for a while, listing, but that didn't work. So maybe I can get her to share my closet. Maybe, I don't know, maybe do some follows. I don't know. So we'll see. I've got to hire somebody because my carpal tunnel will not allow me to share like I need to share to get my sales up. And then the last goal that I have for 2020 is get monetized on YouTube. Like I said, I started a YouTube channel in 2021, and at the end of the year, I ended up having 35 videos with 262 subscribers. Hold on, let me look at my watch hours. That's what I forgot. I have 262 subscribers. And 404 watched hours. So to be monetized on YouTube, they require you to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watched hours on YouTube. So I am over a fourth of the way on my subscribers, and I'm over a 10th of the way. Long ways to go. That's usually the hard one on watched hours. So, slowly but surely, guys. But 2021, I will do it. I will hit both of those numbers. I don't do this for the money. I do it for basically accountability, which I've been really, really crappy at. So 2021, I'm hoping to get better. But yeah, so I also hope to help somebody new. I know there's been stuff that I have posted, and even like the seasoned resellers, you know, some of those videos actually helped. So if I can help anybody, whether new or old, that's good. That's something that I strive to do. So fingers crossed that I accomplish these goals in 2021, because I hope that 2021 is so much better than 2020. Anyways, y'all have a great night.